is colorization of celery duck egg using Rosella extract, a molecular discussion. For Mrs. Tuti Setianingsih, the time is yours.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will make a presentation in this session about the colorization of a salty duck egg using a Rosella flower. This is about the molecular discussions. This presentation is connected to the Dr. Mengabdi KKNT in 2018 years ago. And this is the place of industry for Dr. Mengabdi and KKNT. This is the industry of salty duck. This is Mr. Rozi, the owner of the industry, and this is Mr. Sutrisno, the co-author in this presentation. And this is the students from Department of Chemistry which involved in this program. The main purpose about the salting of the duck egg is for preservation of duck egg to prevent the damage of the duck egg. But I get that there is the side effect for the colorization. It is about the changing the color, especially the yolk of duck from the more yellow to more orange. So in this presentation, I want to discuss about the colorization of the salty duck based on the molecular interactions. So because I am from inorganic chemistry, it is matched with the class about the inorganic chemistry 1. This is a nutrition component in the duck egg. Based on this reference, I get the 3 classification. In yolk has the more protein, contain more mineral and vitamin B, and then egg white. And egg white contain much more water than yolk. And fat and vitamin A only stay in yolk and none in egg white. And this is about Rosella flower. It has the red color because it contains the natural dyes named the anthocyanin. This is a molecule of anthocyanin. This is a process of salting duck egg in the Dr. Mengabdi KKNT program. Start from washing the egg and then preparation the Rosella extract and then making the mixture red bricks. It contains clay and also sands and salt, Rosella extract to make the duck. And then immersing the egg into the duck and then keeping the eggs to get the salty egg. And then washing and then boiled to get the cooked salty duck egg. So purpose of this study to study how different functional group of duck egg before and after colorization by Rosella extract based on instrumental analysis. This is by FTIR spectrometry. And then to study how transportation mechanism of anthocyanin into the egg based on chemical interaction theory. I think it is the interesting, and I cancel discussion about the reduction of cholesterol because it contain not connected with the color. I focus in colorization match with the title of this presentation. This is FTIR spectra of salty duck yolk. This is a result of the salting without a rosella, and this is including the rosella in salting process. I get there is a difference here, especially in this band, two bands connected to CO double bond and CC double bond. This is connected to the aromatic structure. So it is matched with the functional group in molecular rosella. So it is can be reason about the rosella has entered into the egg body. And then FTIR spectra of the salty eggs, it is connected to ini putih white part. I think there is not significant difference. So and based on the color, it keep white. So it indicate that no anthocyanins stay there, and more staying in the yolk and then in the white part of the egg. This is a molecular interaction in solving process of the rosella. In this case, there is interaction between a molecule of rosella and the molecule of water. And because water and rosella has the polar group, so especially hydroxide, and also it contain this O, and so it probably there is interaction based on the hydrogen bond between molecule of rosella and water molecules. And then it is in a mixturing process, the red bridge and the extract of rosella. And what happened in this mixture process? I think this is an interaction between the anthocyanin molecule and the minerals in the red bricks. Mineral red bricks, it contain mainly the chloride, albite, and quartz. And this is the porous minerals. And so basically, this interaction including the absorption of the molecule of anthocyanin into the pore of minerals in the red bricks. And chemically, there is a chemical interaction between the anthocyanin molecule with the surface of the mineral. And quartz, it's rich of oxygen and also albite, and also in chloride, it's beside oxygen, also it contains the hydroxides. So like in the solving solution process, so it also mainly interaction including the hydrogen bond between molecular of anthocyanin and the mineral in the red bricks. And then what happened in the transportation of molecule of anthocyanin into the environment, a solution of anthocyanin in the water, and this is the white part of eggs. White part of eggs, it contains water and protein and little mineral. And water, it contains the polar group. Also, the protein albumin in white part, it also rich of hydroxides and also ini other polar groups, so which have the tendency to make the interaction through the hydrogen bond between molecule of anthocyanin with the component in the white part. And also it contains the mineral such as the cation such as iron 2 plus and calcium 2 plus. So it also has the tendency to make the interaction through the cation ion dipole interaction between the cation and molecule of anthocyanin, but the dominant is about the hydrogen bond. And then it is about the transportation from the white part into the yolk. This moving about moving of anthocyanin molecule from the white part of egg into the yolk. In the yolk and white part, there is a different the chemical contain, especially the fat. The yolk contain fat, but in white part, no fat here. And fat it rich of ini apa CO double bond. It contain the Lewis base, which has the potency to make the interaction through the hydrogen bond with the anthocyanin molecule. And also it contains the protein, this different kind of protein which in the white part, it contains the phosphatin. Phosphatin protein, it rich of CO and PO double bond and hydroxide. So it contain many polar and also base Lewis here, and so it can attract and the molecular anthocyanin to make the interaction through the bond hydrogen bond. So this is the conclusion. The transportation of anthocyanin into the yolk probably caused by hydrogen bond of polar functional groups of anthocyanin and component of egg, which contain polar groups such as protein, fat, and water. There is a significant changing of functional groups after salting process, especially in the yolk related to CO double bond and CC double bond connected to the aromatic structure of the anthocyanin molecule. Thank you for the attention.
Thank you, Mrs. Tuti. And then we go to the discussion session, the last discussion session. The question from, I can read the question from the question from Mr. Umaruddin.
Oh yes.
To the question for Mr. Muhammad Yusuf.
Yunus, not Yusuf, Yunus.
I'm sorry, Mr. Muhammad Yunus. Permission to ask what age is the type of tilapia for proper microsporidian detection? Does age affect the number of microsporidian in fish? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your question. This is a nice question for permission to ask what age is the type of tilapia for proper microsporidian detection. So, because this is like the study of screening, you know, we don't have the consideration about the age, but the random sampling, but the age around 1.5 months age of, but I'm sure if the other age, like 1 month, like lower 1 month, I think the Myxosporium can be detected. Because, and the problem is the subclinical or no clinical symptom. Just the screening is very important to know about this fish, not only in Nile tilapia, but also in the freshwater fish, other freshwater fish. I think there is some infection by Myxosporians, but this is the problem is we didn't do focus and also comprehensive in diagnose. This is the problems. And then the other problem is in the fish, because the water environment is so many salts. If the like in the cultivation, in freshwater cultivation on inline fishing, the problem is the source of water. And then from water, there is the high possibility, high risk to be infected of some pathogenic agent, look like Myxosporium. I think more younger, I think more sensitive to infected by Myxosporians. I think this a nice question, but I don't have consideration about the age, but I'm sure every age, I think, can be infected by Myxosporium. Okay, the other question?
Okay, Mr. Umaruddin, how about the answer from Mr. Muhammad Yunus?
No, Miss. Okay, thank you.
Okay, then I read about the setting. The question, other question is, as far as I know, the demands of Nile tilapia, Oreochromis niloticus, is increasing. Yeah, of course, because Nile tilapia is demandable of our people, and because the chips and also is nice taste and also and so on. Okay, the constant in the juvenile availability due to the high risk of streptococcus disease, which reduce the juvenile survival rate. So did you also detect? Okay. Also detect Myxosporium in juvenile? Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't detect about in the juvenile, but I'm sure juvenile, I think, can be infected by Myxosporium. And then, I think nice opinion. If the water environment is very important, because in the fish, the water environment is crucial, and because water is environment of fish, if we use the water to be environment in the fish culture or fish cultivation, I think the selected water is very important, and the treatment of water before use of the environment of fish is very important. And then also because the water environment is the key of the success of the freshwater fish cultivation. And also sometimes the farmers